Dannie Powell was raised by her mom and her stepfather, and she's always known that her biological father was out there, but now with a family of her own, she decided it was time to find him.
I just need to know where I came from.
For 30 years, Dannie Powell knew her real dad was out there. She just didn't know who he was.
It was a weird thing not to know the other part of you, because all of my friends had both a mom and a dad, and when you looked at them, you could see who they looked like.
Powell says her mother remembered little of her real father other than he was a soldier at Fort Benning, Georgia.
Well, my mom had always said that she thought his first name was Jimmy and that his last name started with an O.
Powell says she found her dad through an online DNA testing and ancestry search site. When she found the match, she called the man. She asked him if her mother had approached him about the pregnancy.
Yes, and I said, well, I'm that girl, I'm that baby. And I said, and I think that you could be my father, And, he obviously freaked out.
Freaked out, but agreed to take a DNA test. She says it turns out it's him.
So this is my father when he was a boy.
Holy cow.
And my son. I mean, it's even the tooth.
Turns out her dad looks a lot like her kid, too. Now she plans to meet her real father for the first time.
I'm scared, I'm excited, but I'm scared.
She also found out that she was Hispanic. She didn't know that. So Dannie flew to Texas to meet her dad for the first time. In the next half hour, we're going to share the video of their meeting with you. Holly, Chris.
How cool is that story?
Great.
And amazing how they're able to track him down like that.
Can't wait
awesome,
to see
Cody.
the meeting. Well done, Cody.
Excited for the next half hour. This is great, Cody.
Thank you. All Dannie Powell knew about her real dad was his first name, his last initial, and that he was a soldier at Fort Benning, Georgia. Now, Dannie found her dad through a DNA search service. Turns out he lives in Texas. After talking to him a few times on the phone, she went to meet him.
When we were about a mile out, I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, I'm going to be sick.
Dannie Powell had waited 30 years to finally meet her real dad. Now, after a long flight from Nashville to Texas and a 2-hour drive, Dannie finally gets to meet her father.
I'm the one you was looking for.
Hi.
Oh,
Nice to meet you. Finally meet you in person.
I know it. Mar said, be careful, she might faint.
Dannie says it didn't take long to see that this guy was truly her dad.
And then when he took his glasses off and I just could see my eyes and see myself, I was like, oh my gosh.
And it didn't take long for her to feel that this was truly her family too.
It was like we'd known each other forever. Even my sister, we have so much in common, and it didn't feel awkward at all.
Now Dannie has the rest of her life to get to know her family.
They're my family, and I'm so proud that they are.
Dannie says she's got a lot to learn about her extended family, including how to speak Spanish. She hopes that one day they can come and visit her here in Tennessee. Holly, Chris.
Those stories happen out there, and it's just so
Touching.
cool to see the cameras and to share it with us this morning.
know.
Thanks, Cody.
Cody, love that.